Hello, Refresh family and Refresh Nation, and to our friends. Hopefully, this message finds you well. Just wanted to share a few words with you. Because of the times that we're living in, we're constantly hearing about the war that's going on in Israel right now. And that is a biblical war. We can look in our Bibles and see where we should pray for the peace of Jerusalem. And we notice that biblically the times are speaking very loudly to us, and we're getting closer and closer to the return of Christ. Therefore, I want to encourage you in your heart of service. My heart has been to serve for so many years. Once I learned that serving was the key to being satisfied and being fulfilled, I started that journey over 26 years of pastoral ministry serving, learning more that I can teach others, being exposed to more so that I can expose the people that I serve to more. With those qualities and that type of heart that Jesus even demonstrated, he took the heart or the position of a servant. And because he took that position as a servant, he was able to impact so many other people. Serving is so powerful. We don't serve as a slave or being subservient, but we serve because it is the nature of Jesus Christ. And as the world goes through the changes and preparing the way for the second coming of Christ, we need to take a hold of a heart of service. So many people are desperate for just someone that will spend enough time studying and equipping themselves so that people who don't know the way can find the way. People who haven't experienced that level of service and love will experience that level of service and love. I believe that it's time for us to make the adjustments that need to be made in order for people to see Christ. And Christ is only going to be seen when we humble ourselves and serve others as Christ did. It's not easy, but it's worth it when you see so many people whose lives are touched, because somewhere in your heart of service, you reach someone that nobody else could reach. When you said something that no one else could say, there's something about serving that gets into the fiber of your being that causes you to be excited every day, because we never run out of people to serve. There's always someone that's going to need some encouragement. There's always someone that's going to need direction. There's always someone that's going to need protection. And with a heart of service, you will meet a need every single day. And because the desperation of people, the desperation of this world, I pray that the heart of the servant, the heart of Jesus Christ, will be ours, that we may impact this world in the times that we're living in. It's the heart of a servant. It's the heart that Jesus had. And Jesus did not consider it when it came down to disrobing himself to serve those who were following him, to give them an example of what it is to serve. Serving is a humble place, but it's also a powerful place. In fact, it's a very powerful place that if you utilize it, you'll always find fulfillment in life. In the midst of turmoil, you'll have peace and joy, because there's something about serving that does not rob you or deplete you of the things that God is sending to you. I have been so fulfilled in all these years of just serving others. I've been blessed because there's no way I can serve faithfully without being blessed. Every message that I preach, every sermon that I teach, I am blown away by the content of what comes out of my being. But I realize the wealth of the knowledge and wisdom that I have comes from the heart of a servant. When you get ready to increase in wisdom and you get ready to increase in knowledge, take a hold of the spirit of a servant and watch God use you as conduit to reach his people, to strengthen his people, to bring answers and solutions to his people. I believe these are the moments with an unselfish heart. You can be so filled with the presence of God, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, direction, the power of the Holy Spirit to rest on your life, because so many people need service. And if we choose to serve, we will be some of the wisest people in the earth. We will be some of the most powerful people in the earth because we take on the heart of a servant. I encourage you. I encourage others. If we're going to do anything in this time, in this season with our lives, let's begin to serve like we never served before. Let's understand that there's no way that you can serve God's purpose and God's people without receiving God's provision and God's power. God's ready to empower you. God's ready to resource you. Take a hold of a heart of a servant, and you will never be without the things that are needed in order to get the job done. It's all about the heart of a servant that's going to keep you moving in times like these and bring so much fulfillment to lives, to people, to lands, to nations that never would have been able to experience it unless they met up with you who carry a heart of a servant. So ask Jesus to fill your heart, not just with salvation, because many of you are already there, but ask him to fill your heart with his heart, which is a heart of a servant. And do not forget what our vision is. We're embodying Jesus Christ until he is seen in the way that we love, live, and lead. That's the heart of a servant. God bless you. Receive his heart. Receive my heart, because I have the heart that he gave me so that I could continue to serve you and serve you in a way that your life increases and not decrease. Somebody's going to increase because